I'm finna do a quick short video. Is God a egregore? Oh, let's see here. Is God a egregore? I know that there is a real creator in this world. I mean, well, outside of this world, a real creator. A being which created the trees and the animals. But is it God? Is God a egregore? I'm just asking a question. Now, the word God is, in Christianity and other monotheistic religions, the creator and ruler of the universe and a source of all moral authority. The supreme being. In certain other religions, a superhuman being or spirit worship as having power over nature and human fortunes. A deity. It's a right here, moon god, in quotes. I guess that means, a example for a deity or something, I guess. So now Google. Let's see, deity. Google said deity right here. Now I don't agree with everything Google says because they are liars too. Plenty of confusion is found on Google. You can believe that. But is God a egregore? I know it's just a word that's taking the place of a so-called being, right? The word itself doesn't mean that the deity itself does not exist, or the force or the power does not exist, right? Now, all I'm trying to figure out is God a egregore? The God that we believe in today, is it a egregore? Or is God solely something totally different from a thought form, a creation of man, or some kind of binding ritual spell of the minds of men? Right? I know, I'm not a fool, that there is something that created the trees and the animals. And I also know there is something on this planet that is corrupting the nature of life itself, because it despises that which created all things from the beginning, which may not be that what the religious people call God, but something that created all things from the beginning, right? And then the thing that despises it is here on this planet, and it is corrupting nature itself, right? So now, that thing which is on this planet, the fallen ones, right? They are here corrupting nature itself. So they are here. God, from my perspective, is some type of alien who wanted mankind to be slaves for it, right? Now there is another being or supernatural force that created all things in nature, and it did not write any books about how man should conduct himself, right? Now that is what I know to be true. That force, that being, whatever it is the true God, or the true source of creation. What has taken over the earth and the world is a alien, and his rogue alien counterparts. That is the reason the earth is in the condition that it's in today. Because of a rogue alien, because of an alien and his rogue counterparts. Right? So, is there a God? Yes, there is. This is what I'm learning now. I was an atheist. But now I lean more to the lines of animistic paganism, animistic pagan sorcery, things of this nature. Right? I like stuff like that because it's dealing with nature itself. Right? And I know what things that not to pervert in nature. I know you shouldn't be mixing, blending nature, wildlife, sources together, cats with elephant genes and DNA. I know that you shouldn't be doing that. See, that's the work of the fallen that are still here on earth, right? They're doing that. Now, you have these religious people who say they fight for God, meaning the church and different lay organizations who believe that just by preaching the Bible is enough to transform people's actions or way of being. It will not transform. It is not the answer. The Bible is not the answer because it is one of the root causes of the problem. First of all, the people do not have the whole complete text of the Bible to discern for themselves what's being said in it. Books were taken out, things were tampered with and altered, and it leaves a big blank spot for people to try to fill in for themselves, right? The Bible itself was forced upon people. People were killed, murdered by religious folks saying that they work for God, right? So it cannot be the answer. It will not be the answer. And if you think about it, Bible folks, religious people do not address the issues of what's going on with the fallen, the stuff they're doing to the earth and the planet. Ain't too many religious people address these issues. All they're concerned about is getting you in the book, making you a member of a church, or getting some money out of you in some kind of way. And they just want you to listen to them use rhetoric and talk all kind of nonsense about the Bible, right? So that's not going to be the answer. Like I said, there is a force or source that created nature itself and all the animals, and it didn't write a book, period. So what I'm asking you now is God, that the God that we believe in, is just a egregore? I think it is. Right? There are Nephilim, fallen angel beings, preaching to you about the Bible, teaching you the Bible. They throw away Enoch. Enoch is not valid. And yet and still they preach to you Jesus Christ, the lawless one. This is foolishness. There are a lot of people up on a very big spell, and God is one of the proponents of this spell. Signs, symbols, sigils, it is all of God. Yes, it is. Working through God. Yep. And there are a lot of people who are deceived. I am only asking a question. Is God a egregore? if you go back and you look at the ancient animists, the animistic pagans and how they lived, they didn't have a lot of technology and things of this nature, right? Now, if you read the Book of Enoch, the Book of Enoch will show you that a lot of these technological advances came from the angels showing this stuff to mankind, right? So the alien God and his rogue disciples, showed mankind how to make metals and things of this nature. Now, all you got to do is trace back history. Go back into history and trace back history and um, look at the civilizations of the world, and look at how they came to be, and look at how they spread throughout the world and how they fought each other and killed each other over land and rocks on the ground, so-called resources and things of this nature. So now, if you look back at ancient pagan societies, most of them animistic pagan societies, you ain't gonna see too much metalworking going on in these societies, right? So if you want to trace back the fallen angels, all you got to do is trace back the cultures, right? If you can. If the information that we get is not all lies, right? And I don't think that all of it is lies. I think there's too many hands, too many people saying what we can and can't have. What information is being funneled through what people. Control, right? But go back and look at the ancient cultures and trace back that metalworking and all this craftsmanship and stuff. You'll figure out where the fallen was. Matter of fact, go back and look at the cases of gigantism. Right? There ain't nothing but a few ways you can look at this stuff. You're gonna say either God is opening, there is some kind of force that's pushing people through the womb of women to be certain heights because it's already predetermined by some type of force, right? Or it's genetic, right? It's genetic. Then that means you got to look at blood and semen, right? So is God an egregore, or is he some type of alien being, right? He's an alien being that had rogue angels who even rebelled against him, right? And have brought all kind of mass destruction upon this earth. That's all I'm asking. The fallen are still here. The Nephilim are still here. But there's a lot of people who have been deceived. From my point of view anyway. I'm not even a believer. I'm a knower. I know there's a force that cannot be codified in a book. That's all I'm saying. That's all I have to say.